and salutations. This is StrengthsQuest Expressions by me, and this is for Professor Carls. Today I'll be showing you the top 5 of the themes that I have gotten from the StrengthsQuest assessment in the beginning when I went to the website. The 5 that I have gotten today will show how throughout life how it has connected to what I am doing now. And first and foremost, as I have, is achiever. And being an achiever, it was having the constant need to do something greater and get more, and getting more successful throughout time. I push myself to do more than I need to do. For example, I have started to do this project as soon as possible as I can. I frequently use achiever each and every day of my life, especially in college, where it is really required to achieve all the tasks you need to do because there's a short period of time. You have this burning sensation inside of you that each and every time you finish an achievement, you have this sensation that you feel relief and happy when you finish completing this task. Being an achiever is not easy, and the best thing for me to do is to stay away from crowds and staying away from the peers and just isolate myself into somewhere else so I can concentrate and focus on being successful in this task. And another thing is, each time I get a new assignment, I just begin right away. I do not wait. I just go and achieve more. This is my energy of the day. Achieving is an important goal in my life. Being an achiever is one of the top 5 themes from StrengthsQuest, and I think it's important to be an achiever in many ways possible, not only in college, but especially outside of college as well. My second theme is being a learner. As it says here in my quote, learning is a treasure that will follow its owner everywhere. Also, it says here, the beautiful thing about learning is that no one can take it away from you. I'm willing to learn any subject that comes my way. If it's small or big, doesn't matter. I continue to collect more information about that material throughout the time. I also have been engaged in adult learning experience since I was really young. For example, I have been having this experiences of learning how to do exercise correctly, cycling, and play sports the correct way, and all those stuff. I go above and beyond whatever is possible and do something great and just learn it. I have the anticipation to learn a large amount of information from college in a short period of time. It is important for me, and because of being a learner, make sure that you are learning what you're supposed to be. Being a learner is required to be successful throughout time. Being a learner, I use this constantly, but it's throughout when I need to use it. So every time I learn, I just collect the stuff and hold on to it. This is one of the little ones I use throughout the time. My third one that the StrengthsQuest has given me was input. Being an inputter is really obvious, and it's actually what I actually do. As you see in one of the pictures, you see a collection of multiple stuff like frames, clocks, and stuff like that. There's another picture where there's a woman where she is collecting books and notes and stuff like that. And for example, for here it says, millions saw the apple fall, but Newton asks why. For this one, for input, this is important because you have collected the information and you continue to follow it up. I collect lots of items such as books, articles, games, antiques, etc. throughout time. I still have them in shoe boxes and big boxes and small. These items make me who I am today. For example, all these items I pick are personality-wise. I grasp more input about a subject that gives them to me, not to someone else. And another thing is, each time I get new items, I keep it fresh. The old ones I keep it in a box and I just come back to it in another time when I need it to. I use this theme on a daily basis because I always collect stuff. I don't stop collecting. Each day I find something new. Each day I find something new, small or big, and I can just collect information throughout time. And college requires you to keep doing this and putting on items because you get so much items and so fast that you can't control. So you have to get control and have a steady pace and use it for future references and study them and get input for the collection that you need. College, nine shifts in college and work as well, where it's needed to control what you get. My fourth one is from StrengthsQuest is strategic. Being a strategic thinker is a person who dreams about new possibilities. Being strategic means that you have multiple perspectives on multiple situations around us. So when the situation comes towards me, I think about the multiple outcomes of the situation, not just one. I always plan ahead, like such as chess. You have to plan a couple steps ahead before you do your decision. I always like to walk the path that is less traveled by and refuse the easy paths, and sometimes when it comes to just strategic moves, I always question the decisions I make in the past, because the decisions that you make in the past can affect the decisions that you can make in the future. However, you learn from those mistakes or learn from the decisions that you have made. For example, when it comes to making decisions as a group, you need to think forward before a destination is chosen. Well, this is also important in projects because multiple outcomes can come up from a project, and you want to be really, really, really choosy of what happens in that project. Always have a game plan. Like, for example, coaches have game plans. This is being strategic. It's not just gonna happen. You have to have a game plan to make it happen, if it's a small task or big, especially in a group. When you need a strategic thinker to think correctly, you need to have a game plan for each piece to work correctly and do the right play. It's not depending on them, it's depending on you also to do what it is required. That's just important for strategic. And my fifth one for the day is intelligence. Intelligence is really, really, really one that I really think is important as well. My life is so, in one of the pictures it says here on the right, my life is so much more interesting inside in my head. I always imagine stuff that can happen in my mind. I have a mental mind of things, and it's constantly thinking and thinking and thinking of stuff. It says here, if you have knowledge, let others light their candle in it. If you have constant thinking of mental thoughts, let people think about it as well, not just you. And the one on the left says, the talking of the soul with thinking. It means the talking of the soul with itself. This is really important because you're thinking to yourself and you're having a thought, which is really important. I love to think on constant action. I do not stop. It's always important for me, like I said. Having a mental activity on subjects such as solving problems or developing new ideas is also important. I see myself as an introspective person who sees many things differently. I'm not straightforward as many people are. I'm just really picky on what I see on other perspectives. I see this as the least used in the verbal sense. I like to see stuff visual instead of verbal because visually it's more knowledgeable in your mind. I keep thinking to the next action. I keep thinking of the next action or a fantasy for that action that comes. It's really important for me to be this because in life it's really important, especially in college, because it characterizes yourself into being really intellectual with others and being smart and showing knowledge of what you have in different perspectives. This is one of the many ones I use, and I really don't use it in college, but I use it outside because in workplace and stuff like that, you need to have a constant thinking mind. So that's pretty much it for the 5 themes of mine. However, there's 34 in total StrengthsQuest themes that they could be. You can be an actor, activator, you can be an includer, you can be a context, harmony, empathy, etc. These 34 has different possibilities of different people. However, StrengthsQuest chooses 5 of that fits you the best, and being in these 5 can change who you are and how you do your things in life. Or it's already there, you saying, oh, I already knew this was gonna happen, oh, this is already knew about this. Being the StrengthsQuest is supposed to show you your talents of how you can develop them more and more and more throughout time. And throughout this project, this can show you how you can work as a group with different perspectives of different StrengthsQuests and different strength talents that other people have, to see how a group can work with different perspectives and different strengths and work together and make something successful. These themes can show yourself that StrengthsQuest, it does work, because there's different paths that you can be. You can be anything you want, but StrengthsQuest chooses the top 5 ones that work perfectly in your perspective after you take the test. This is the first step of StrengthsQuest, and this is the one of the many important things that StrengthsQuest can show. As you see, as all my themes show, like intelligence, strategic, and input, and learner and achiever shows. All these 5 themes have connected throughout my life, and I've been using them for a long time. As for in conclusion for the project, this is just the beginning of how StrengthsQuest can successfully work for you. However, doesn't work, but working together with other people can show you how StrengthsQuest can work. This is an important thing to think about, because StrengthsQuest is one of the many things that colleges and workplaces can possibly use to see what you're strong in and what you're weak in. As you know, this is all my 5 themes, and I hope yours is the ones that you have are strong as well.